Thank you, ma'am. A very good morning to everyone. Today, we are going to see a world which is said to be the world of our adolescents. Now, this is not something which we have not gone through, I'm sure. Everyone has gone through this. So, what I would say is just tighten your seat belt and we are going to have a drive. And that drive is going to take us where? Take us to our own past. The days when we all were young. Okay. And then in between, I would like you to recall those moments and share. Starting with the first picture on the screen, you can see a mother holding head and the kids around playing. I hope this, most of us are mothers. Even the kids must be remembering it happens when mothers are sitting and they want the kids to stop playing, sit inside the room and give them some time to at least sit alone, do something or at least take rest. And then other picture you can see what happens is the mother is sitting quietly at a corner. She's wanting the child to say something, but the child is not ready. These are the two different situations. I hope everyone has faced it. The time when mothers want silence, they don't get. The time when they get silence, they feel uncomfortable. They want their kids to come up and talk to them. This is what happens with all of us. And that is what is the age of adolescence, where children have their own world. So let's take a drive to their world, or I can say, let's take the drive in our old adolescent age. And remember, recall those moments. So it's just a small activity where I would request everyone, as I told you, tighten your seatbelt and have a drive to your adolescent age. Would you like to share something? I'm going to give you some small topics. Recall what you did in those times. Anyone would like to share? Like when you were in school days, your school farewell, your family function or parties. Then it was time that parents were not ready to permit you to hang out with your peers. You want to go out for a party, mother says, no, no need to go. And then your changes in your styles and choices were happening. You need privacy, you're not getting, or sometimes you're getting it. So would anyone like to share about it, their experiences? What happened when they were adolescents?
I can do that.
Yeah, please, ma'am, please.
Okay. So this was during my school days.
Yeah.
Um, so we have, I was in 12th standard at that point of time. So
Mhm.
in our school, we had balconies, okay, where we can see our ground. Now, we were nearing our board exams and all the portion was over, but we still asked to come to school every time. And we were like so bored, so why do we come to school and then sit and do your own study? And we never used to study. So one day we all decided, all our friends, we all decided that let's go home. We like a sincere kids, we went ahead and asked for permission. It was denied. They said, इधर ही बैठ के पढ़ो, कोई कोई घर नहीं जाएगा. I'm like, ठीक है कोई बात नहीं. We all said that some mischievous boys, they said we want to go and we want to play and then we'll study. So how do we do that? We are not allowed to go out of the school because there was a watchman standing. So what we did, few guys went down, said हमारा games period है, हमें बाहर जाना है. बाहर there was a ground there, and just below. So we had to go out of our gate and enter the other side of the gate to get to the ground. So he said, okay, fine. They went down. There were few guys on the balcony. They were throwing bags. Okay, सारे bags नीचे फेंके, and we all went out, took our bags and went home. Next day, principal came and he was so angry, so furious with us. They came like, "How dare you go? And how did you deny my, permission and things like that?" And we were like, "Sorry, sir, we won't do it again." As soon as he left, we did the same thing again, and it was so much fun. I still remember, and I keep telling my friends, don't tell this to your kids, even they will do the same thing which we don't want to. But we did this 3 to 4 times, and then principal got so fed up. It's like, okay, fine, I give you study leave, you all can sit at home and study, don't come to school and harass me. So this was one great incident which I remember. Yeah.
Okay. And then, as I told you, there are things which happen with us. And the ones who are having the adolescent children, they must have observed change in their behavior. Would anyone like to share that? Simple thing. Even we people, when we were going to school, when we were kids of fourth and fifth class, we were just talking about our friends, we were eager to meet them. Then moving to class ninth and 10th, what happens? The choices becomes different. We spend more time in front of mirror. We want to discuss so many things with our peers instead of discussing same thing with, earlier we were coming back and telling everything to our parents, but now we feel there is a question mark. Should I share this or shouldn't I share this? So it means what? Changes happen, and then children also feel that. And among each other, parents say, becoming a parent of an adolescent is not an easy task. It's very difficult. But let me tell you, it is mixed feelings. You can see sometimes it is very exciting when you share with them. When they share their feelings, you remember your days. But sometimes it is exhausting. I understand. Sometimes it is very fun when you go and enjoy parties with them, or you go for watching movies, something with them. You will always enjoy listening to them. It is frustrating also when they reply back to us. It is amazing when you get to know the things which you are not knowing, but they are knowing about it. But sometimes this is agonizing when you find them in pain and they are not sharing what exactly they feel. So being a parent of an adolescent is a mixed feeling. Now that mixed feeling, let me tell you why. Because they have their own world and they have so many struggles going on in between. I just want to share one small incident of my own son. He is the only child in the family. So what happens is, when earlier he has gone with me to the school because he was studying in the same school when he was around, you won't believe, not even 3 years. Since then he is going with me. So in the beginning, whatever was happening on the way, I had to talk with him so that he doesn't go sleep on the bike. And so he used to share everything with me. Growing, because ninth and 10th class, when he reached, the sharing started reducing. And then I found him busy on phone. And there was a call, some of one or two people who what was frequently coming. And sometimes I used to feel jealous that whatever he used to tell me, he's not telling me now. And then that same person calling again and again. And even if we had a discussion, hot discussion, he was going to share with that person. So I started feeling jealous. Why he's not telling me all these things? The reason is they have a difference. They have a confusion in their own personality. They have a confusion of identity crisis. And that identity crisis, sometimes parents are putting on them. Let me give you an example. What happens when the child is in class 4 and 5? You always tell them, you are a kid, you don't deserve this, you should do like this. And keep giving instructions and they follow it. But then when they come to class 9th and 10th, what do we all do? We give them some work, and suppose going to the market and bringing something, or then, and that time, what is our own statement? You have grown up. You should take some responsibilities. Do this. You should do this. Suddenly, when we are discussing something at home, what we do? The same child at the same age, we say, you still are a child. Okay, you just move out. We are discussing something. Don't interfere. Now, what we are doing, we're giving them a total confused. Sometimes we say you are a child. Sometimes we say you are grown up. You should take responsibilities. Already, they have so many struggles going on inside their physical, inside their emotions. On that, we are also pushing them. Then what comes? Then comes the people who are around, relatives and all. When they come to our house, what do? Arey beta, now you have grown up. You have to understand what you're going to do in your future. See, your parents have done so many things for you. What are you going to do for them? Now, again, pushing them instructions. Now, if they want to go, suppose we have the girls especially, they are told not to wear this, don't talk to that person, don't go and sit like this, don't go there. What we are doing, we are not letting them enjoy their life. And same thing when they go and talk to their friends, they also get the same feeling. Now friend is also saying, yeah, my mother is always saying that this is so frustrating. I don't know why she's not understanding. Has she not done when she was young? She must have done it. Actually, that is the problem. What we have seen when we were adolescent, we are having that world around us, and we see our child in that world. So whatever things we have seen, we don't want our child to go involved in that. So we want to save them from that. That's not right. Remember when we were adolescent, when our parents were not allowing, we were feeling so bad. So why can't we give that chance to our kids? Let them enjoy, have faith in them. Once they will be confident, because they're confused and lonely, whatever feelings they are getting from their friends, they feel more comfortable because that friend is understanding. parents are not understanding. They just listen and they want to give their own suggestions. So what they have to do is they have to become a friend. What sort of friend you have to become? If you want your child to share, you have to become an honest and trustworthy friend. You have not to become a parent. You have not to become a parent. You have to become a trustworthy friend where your child is free to share whatever he is feeling. Don't become judgmental at that moment. So the rule as a parent is that you have not to become judgmental. You have to establish faith. How will you establish that faith is a big question. That is when they are sharing something, don't every time give suggestions. Sometimes, yeah, when he says, okay, actually what happened when my friend was moving on, I was feeling very bad. So, okay, when my friend said something, I was feeling very, you can, no, he said right, why you are feeling bad? That's your mistake. Instead of that, you should say, yeah, that's true. It hurts na, sometimes when the friend says, now you are going to their level. Once you go to their level, understand, develop faith, and after some time you can just give the suggestions and instructions. But after some time, at that moment when your child is sharing something with you, be the friend. At that time, don't be parent. Then only he is ready to share everything, and then he is going to share everything. Let me tell you, again, my son's example, I can tell you. Beginning he was not sharing, and then slowly what happened, he shared everything. Who is looking smart, which girl is very beautiful, which girl where he likes to talk. If the girl, someone is coming to him and something happening, that also he was sharing. Why? The thing is that we start sharing things and then they feel our parents have also seen all this. It happened with everyone. Okay. And that can be happening only when you spend quality time with them. Whole day, you get 5 minutes to sit with your kid. And what do you do at that 5 minutes? You feel I have to give all the instructions at this moment because otherwise I'll not get time. So as soon as you go and sit with them, they are playing. You just go with a nice mood. I'm going to spend quality time. You find your child playing mobile game. What do? Okay, huh, it's very good. But see, every time when I see you, you are on mobile. Now you should not do like this. See, so what happens slowly, 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 your conversation is not conversation, it is an instructional session going on for your child. When will he like to sit with you? So at a day, just decide any time. It can be your evening tea, it can be your dinner time, it can be morning walk, it can be evening walk after your dinner. 5-10 minutes, if not more. Spend that quality time to be like a friend. Whatever happened with you whole day, share. Let them also share. And then have a conversation of their level. Do not give any instruction at that moment. Remember that moment, you're not as a parent, you're dealing with them as a friend. So give them time. Then, very important is whenever possible, wherever possible, do these two things. First is let them take their own decisions. What happens? You go to the market with your child. You want your child to purchase, you are purchasing a dress for your child. He says, I want red. Now, for you, red is not a good color. So you want the yellow color. Now he's behind, I want red. No, you don't understand. Red is not good. I can tell you. Where is the problem? Let him purchase red. How much it matters? So sometimes, and suppose you are purchase you are going to order a menu. You are in the restaurant. You're ordering something. He says, not this. I want this. You every time order this. You're, sir, where is the problem? Let him order what he wants. Wherever possible, give them take their own decision where it hardly affects. And second, very important is involve them in family discussions and decisions. Let them do something, take their suggestions. Sometimes it happens their suggestion is not very important, you don't find value in them. No problem, you can give your own points. See, because of this I can't take, otherwise your suggestion is very good. So what happens when you do all these things, they will feel important. Once they feel important in the family, they will not search out friends outside because they know my parents are also there with me. So altogether, there are very few things which I feel if we do, we can have our adolescents with us every time. Whatever happens in their family, they are going to share everything with you. And those few things, according to me, what I feel is you have to develop mutual faith. Develop some mutual faith. Let them share whatever happens. Always remember you are parent. Don't forget it. Maybe you're not behaving at that moment, but don't forget it. Why? Because what happens sometimes, there is a discussion going on and your child starts arguing with you. Maybe you know much better than your child, but at that moment what happens? At that moment we forget that we are parent. Okay, we go to their level, And because they are arguing, you start arguing. And you give your all the points which your child is giving. You want to just oppose everything. Why? Because I'm parent. I know more than you. How can I listen to you? It's not possible. And then you want to have win-win situation. You don't want your child to win. You want you to win. You forget your parent. Let your child say whatever he's saying. Okay, listen to it. When he's in the normal level, at that time, you can go and talk to him. Why to argue? It's no harm. He's there at your home. Afterwards, you can talk to him. So you have to become a role model for your child. When your child will see that at that moment I said something wrong, but my parent has controlled, they have controlled their feelings, they have not burst out at that moment. Afterwards, they are coming and saying, your child will, I'm sure your child will realize that he was wrong at that time. But at the same moment, if you are going to fire back, there is no scope of realizing the mistake. They'll never realize, and they will never respect also, let me tell you. They'll not respect. So we have to develop a faith. Whenever there is a discussion, remember your parent, how you have to behave, you have to decide. Don't immediately fall back. And be a role model, you will find your children. You will find your children always with you, sharing their problems with you. Keep a strict eye on what they are doing. That is very important. A small incident, if I tell you what happened, my child, as I told you, he used to be on phone. One day I found him very much upset with the phone. It's a very long story. Some other time I'll tell you. A small thing I just want to tell you. He was upset listening to phone. He came out of the room and he was listening to it. I found him very much upset. I just went to him. I took the phone. I called the person. And unfortunately, I came to know my son has involved in something because of which he was getting threatenings. He had to pay some money, and because he was not having that much money to pay, he was getting threatenings at that moment. So he was not knowing how to share it with me. And that was the thing which he earlier shared with me, that I want to do something, I denied. Now, as you know, adolescents, I am right. So he took that step. Now he was in a big problem. I asked him, I made him sit. I said, whatever you have done, you tell me. I'm there with you. He's scared of his father, actually. So he said, no, Mama, I will not tell. I assured him, you tell me, and I assure you, I'll solve your problem without telling your father. Okay, then I came to know everything. It was not a big amount. It was 4,000 rupees, which he had to pay. I called that boy. I paid that money. At that moment, I never argued anything with him. But then I asked him everything, and what I came to know was he has got involved in something, okay, earning money. So he was feeling that online earning money is very easy. He used to tell me, and I was never ready. I always used to say, these all are fraud. Don't get involved in all this. So, you know, adolescents, as I told you, what I'm saying is right, mother people don't understand. But anyhow, he came out of that. We managed to take him out. But that guilt has made him so, I can say, like, whatever happens, he's there with me. He knows my mother will be there. And right and wrong, he shares everything. So, in short, I just want to tell you a small poem, you can say, by Mother Teresa. You will teach them to fly, but they will not fly your flight. You will teach them to dream, but they will not dream your dream. You will teach them to live, but they will not live your dream. Nevertheless, but still, what will happen? Just make note of that in every flight, in every life, in every dream, the print of the way you taught them will remain. So you will always with them. Let them enjoy their flight, but that flight will always be the way you give, the way you are going to keep your child. He is always going to remember that. He is going to cherish the days he is there with you. Only the thing is we have to change in our behavior. Few points, few things we have to change. Would anyone like to share something?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, Shri Kumar, sir, please.
Actually, in fact, you picked up a very important point. As parents, we are always confused how to deal with our children. In fact, we also did the same thing actually during the teenage and all those things. So it was very important. So we did it. I mean, we also faced some problem, but it was not. It was a different issue, but we could bring him back to. I mean, this back to the normalcy.
Right track. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely,
Mainstream.
he was able to qualify his exam very well. He got a job, He is doing well. He is in a good company now. He is getting good salary also. And in fact, it is a tough situation. You explained it very nicely. It was very, inspiring. In
Thank
fact,
you.
I think you did much better than me or my wife.
Oh, no,
So,
sir.
hats off to you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Anita ma'am, excuse me. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can answer, please.
Yeah, I will. What I mean, it's a wonderful topic and very special thing that you have taken about. I will speak to you one on one. You please share your number. Probably from the group I may pick up, or individually you can share your number.
I'll give you, sir. My pleasure, sir. I'll give you.
It's a
Thank you.
wonderful topic that you have chosen. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Anita ma'am, can I say something?
Yes, sir, Divyanand, sir. Please.
Yeah, I recollected my adolescent time, even like, some sort of complacency has set in. There were distractions in my life. And I would say the way you did it, my mother did it to me. When everybody had lost hope on me, my mother put faith in me, and today I stand only because of her.
Thank you, sir. So it means a lot, sir. For kids, actually, it means a lot. My son
Anita,
also took few decisions where I had to support him. Yes, Alok, sir.
Anita ji, can I share small incidents of my
My
son?
pleasure, sir. Please, sir. I hope Rupa ma'am is there.
Yeah.
So, Anita, 20 minutes is up long back.
Yeah, mine is up, ma'am.
Yeah,
Mine
yeah.
is up. Mine is up, ma'am. Yeah.
I'll just share a small thing.
Yeah.
First, yes, fortunately, I have two sons and both have been my friends. They are much closer to me than their mother. So that is a separate issue. They have tremendous confidence. I am telling you, my younger son, when he reached class 11, now that is the college time. Till that, school time was there. It is the college time. The tie knot comes down and the belt becomes loose and the button is open and
Yeah.
all those things. Huh? So his half yearly result came of class 11. He had taken the commerce stream. There were only 7 subjects. He failed in 5 of them. There was red line in 5 of the subjects. He brought his report card to me and gave it to me. Papa, sign kar dijiye. I only asked him one question. बेटा इस बार लाल निशान थोड़े ज्यादा नहीं है. Papa, it's first and the last time. He continued, came first division again wali baat hai. But
Yeah.
there was only 7 children in commerce stream. That was the first class. 1 girl and 6 boys. Only person who had passed in all the 7 subjects was that girl. These 6 boys have all failed in 4 subjects, 5 subjects, whatever it was. The principal
It is a
called
new
me.
subject actually, so students face problem in the beginning.
The principal
Commerce.
called me and showed me the report card. Ki, you see what your child has done. He has copied your signature. I mean, no, ma'am, these are my signatures. She gave me a pen and a paper. Please sign it in front of me. Till that time, I was standing. Then she asked me to sit down. If only all parents can be like you. Because
So we need to support. We need to
I had
support.
only asked him one question. बेटा इस बार लाल निशान थोड़े ज्यादा नहीं है. क्या होगा? And I told the principal, all children are not genius. My son is not a genius. He might fail also. So how does it matter even if he fails?
Actually, children, they commit mistake, they realize it.
Yeah.
But at that moment, if we start saying the same thing
Correct.
again and again, it is not making them improve now, because you are pushing them, you're making them rigid. So it's
Yeah.
better to understand at that moment. If they realize, be at that level
Yeah.
only, I feel.
Well,
Thank you
that
so
was
much,
what I wanted
everybody.
to share.
Yeah, Alok ji, I think you have shared this before also. I remember you telling this, to us, this particular incident. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing once again. Thanks everybody for your wonderful feedback. Anita, my dear, what a wonderful presentation that you've given us in the morning. Beautiful parenting topic. In fact, it not only took me back to my adolescent age, of course, but I also remembered me going through the adolescent ages of my own children. Both of them are 21 now, they're twins, but still I could identify with every point that you were telling. It's not that it's only for adolescents. Whatever you said applies even now for them.
Yeah.
So I really connected with your topic so well. The opening was fantastic. The way you said tighten your seatbelts and let me take you through a journey of your adolescence age. So it was a very hutcake kind of an opening, a different opening, very nice, very smooth, natural flow. And in
Thank you.
fact, before you said, I feel it's an exam. I never thought that you portrayed any of those feelings. It was fantastic. It was a very, very smooth flow, wonderful voice modulation. In fact, you were actually in the character of a parent. Sometimes when you were giving us the dialogues as to how we scold the children or how we, little bit ridicule them. So you were actually in the role of a parent. So your voice modulation, everything came out superb. Clear slides with apt pictures, fantastic, especially that one slide where you have put as your role as a parent, the do's and the don'ts that which you gave us. I think it's an extremely valuable slide, very, very valuable advice from you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your own personal story of your own, any parent at that point can freak out. My son, needs to give someone money, got involved in something, so we will
Yes,
freak
ma'am.
out. But I think you handle the situation with so much of maturity, not to react, but to respond. That
Yeah.
came out from you. Fantastic. And what
Because
a
he was already in tension, actually.
the closing was also very nice. It was such a heart touching poem by Mother Teresa. Very nice. I think everybody here has connected with you today with your presentation, whether they are a parent or not a parent. Many of them are still very young here, but they will also connect with it because they've had instances with their own parents,
Yes,
and they were
yes.
also adolescents once. So
Yeah.
fantastic. With that, I would request everybody to kindly unmute yourself and let us give Anita a huge round of applause.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I couldn't find any points for suggestions of any correction.
Oh, my.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you.